Hello, hello, hello to all of my Pampered Chef VIP peeps. I just tried to do this video in my business page and I think I was having trouble, so we're going to try it in this group and maybe I can share it to my business page later. I hope everyone is having a great Friday. I wanted to come here live because I'm going to make some almond milk, some homemade almond milk in the new Pampered Chef Deluxe cooking blender. So I thought I would come on live and share it with you guys. Some of you may have seen the peanut butter that I made the other day. And I love the peanut butter. I love making homemade jam. And then almond milk I have already made probably 5 or 6 times. And it is one of my favorites because being that my husband and I are on keto, we can control the ingredients that go into the almond milk. We don't have any preservatives. We don't have any sweeteners that are non-keto friendly. So this is the Pampered Chef Deluxe Cooking Blender that will be coming out September 1st. So it's not available quite yet. This is a great product to host a virtual or a cooking party in September. So you are one of the first ones to get this. Let me move my camera real quick. So you're one of the first ones to get this product. As with any Pampered Chef product, the longer it's out, the more uses there will be for it. Hey Susie, hey Wesley, hey Lori, hey Laura. Laura, you are doing amazing with your party. Keep it up and can't wait to cook together next week. Super excited. Anyway, so this is going to be a great product to host and get this half price or free. It is just one of those things that if you're trying to be a little healthier, or if you have anyone in your family that has allergies and you need to control what ingredients goes into their body, this is going to help you with that. It does come with a cooking guide, and the recipe for doing this alternative milk is in here along with several other different types of milk. And I know that's backwards, but it's almond milk, cashew milk, coconut milk, macadamia milk, oat milk, rice milk, and combo milk. Combo milk being lots of different nuts to make your milk. So we're going to make almond milk, and we're actually going to make it vanilla sweet almond milk, which if I were to buy sweet almond milk in the grocery store, it would not be keto friendly because it would have sugar in it to make it sweet. But we are going to use liquid stevia as our sweetener, which is keto friendly. So now we can have vanilla almond milk for our keto smoothies. We do some other keto drinks, like breakfast drinks and that kind of stuff. And we can have that without messing up ketosis for us. So to make the almond milk, it's very, very simple. You need 1 cup of unsalted natural almonds, and you do want to soak these. So I've already soaked and rinsed them. You want to soak them for 4 hours. So you do have to kind of think ahead a little, but it's really not that big of a deal. Soak them in the morning. By lunch, you're able to make the almond milk. Soak them, mid-afternoon, and before you go to bed, you can make the almond milk. So that's all it really takes, is thinking ahead. When this is blending, it's going to be a little bit loud and I'm not going to be able to talk, so I will just let you watch the blending process. It might get a little boring, so do something else for a minute or two, but I want to show you how to strain it when it's done, so I am going to let the Facebook video continue rolling. All right, so here's what we are going to do. Take off the lid. We need 5 cups of water, because that's all you need, almonds and water basically. So I've measured out 4 cups with the 4-cup measuring, easy read measuring cup, and my 5th cup is in here. So just 4 cups of water, then 1 cup of your soaked almonds, and I did rinse them. So we're gonna dump those in there. We are going to do a little bit of salt. It calls for 1/8 teaspoon. I don't measure out my salt, but I am using pink Himalayan salt, so I just do a few twists. We are going to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla. That's what's, oops, there you go. That's what's gonna make it vanilla almond milk. So we're gonna measure out 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And then if you were not keto, you would do 1.5 teaspoons of agave. Well, we are keto, so we are going to do 1.5 teaspoons, if I can do this, 1.5 teaspoons of liquid stevia. It really would probably be easier to pour this. Okay, so there's a half. And then we're gonna do 1 full teaspoon of liquid stevia. This is what's gonna make it sweet. If you want unsweetened almond milk, just leave out the stevia or the agave if you're doing it regular. All right, and I'm gonna do just a little bit more for safe measure. All right, so that's all. That's all that goes into our almond milk. So now what we're gonna do, put the lid on, and I've got this backwards so that y'all can hopefully see it. Once you hear it click and it no longer says lid on the display, I hope y'all can see that, then you're just gonna turn it on. Let me do it down. We're going to turn this little wheel, because there are actually 8 different settings. We're gonna turn it till it gets to alternative milk, which is right there. It's flashing, and you just hit this start button to let it start working. So during this process, I'm not gonna try to talk over the blender because it will be a little bit loud, but as soon as it's done, I'm gonna show you how you then strain it and how you end up with your milk. So enjoy watching the homemade, non-preservative almond milk being made. We've got 3 minutes left. 35 seconds left. Okay, when the process is finished, it beeps at you to let you know, and it says end. So now what we are going to do, take the lid off, and this part might be tricky to do in front of y'all, but your Deluxe blender comes with this little mesh bag. You are going to use this to strain the milk because you do still have some of the skin from the almonds. If you want to be resourceful, you can dry out, and I'll show you what's left in here, but you can dry this out. Some people have been putting it in the oven on a low temperature to dry it out, and then you have almond flour. But what we're gonna do is pour this in here, and you do wanna have a bowl underneath it. So you pour all your contents from the blender and then close the bag, just do the drawstring. And what I have found is the easiest to do is to squeeze the majority of your liquid out. And I'm just doing this into the classic batter bowl. I did wash my hands before we got started, no worries. But you're gonna squeeze the contents. And some of you may have more creative ways to do this, but then as it gets less and less in there, I twist the bag because you do want to get all the milk. You want to squeeze out all the milk so that you have all that goodness. So just keep kind of squeezing. I'm going to actually untwist it a little and push the... All right, so that's pretty much about as much as my hand strength can squeeze, maybe a little bit more. And then what is left in here is the rest of the stuff from the almonds. So let me set this aside and I'll show it to you in a minute. What I have been doing is using our make and take mason jars, and I've been storing the milk in here. Now, this milk is warm right now because it was made in a cooking blender. Hey Julie, hey Tiffany. Y'all, if you're just hopping on, hey Monica, we just made homemade fresh almond milk using the Deluxe cooking blender. So, it is warm because it was made with a cooking blender. And so what you're gonna do, pour it into whatever you're gonna store it in and refrigerate it for a little while before you actually are gonna use it. Okay, so this is full. We still have a little bit more. I have another make and take mason jar that I will put the rest of it in, but I just put the lid on, pop this in the refrigerator, and this is my homemade, no added preservatives, nothing that is bad for me. It is keto friendly. It is sweetened because I used stevia, liquid stevia. So this is almond milk that we will now use for our keto smoothies and different things that we use almond milk for. Occasionally my husband likes to just have a little glass of almond milk. So we now have some almond milk, and that took us, I don't know, how long have I been on here? Let's see. I don't think it'll tell me because I'm the one doing the video, but probably about 15-20 minutes total. Let me grab a plate and show you what we strained the milk through. Okay, so again, I have not become quite Betty Homemaker yet to figure out what I'm gonna do with this to create it into almond flour, but this is what's left in your bag, and it is just like almond flour. Some people, it's unblanched almond flour, so some people have been putting it on a sheet pan, popping it in the oven on a low temperature to let it dry out. I may start doing that over time, but for now, I am just really more concerned with the milk that I'm making and us having healthy, fresh almond milk, and it doesn't take but about 20 minutes from beginning to end after I have soaked the almonds. With this bag, I will hand wash it just up under the sink, put a little dish detergent in it, wash it really well, rinse it really well. It dries pretty quickly, so then it'll be ready to use the next time I need to make some more almond milk. One batch is just 1 cup of almonds. If you were to double the batch, I would recommend doing it in 2 separate batches. You can soak your almonds all at once, but only do 1 cup of the almonds and 5 cups of water. I would not do 10 cups in here because I really think that's gonna overfill this and it won't work properly. I've not tested that, but this is not a 10 cup capacity. I think to right here is only 7 cups, so it won't work to double it. How am I going to clean this blender? Now I'm going to fill it with 3 cups of water, and actually let's get that going and I'll show you. So we are going to use the heated wash setting on the blender. I have 3 cups of just regular tap water in here. I'm doing this backwards. And we're gonna do a couple drops of dish detergent. We are going to put the lid back on. You hear it click. And then I will put it on this heated wash setting, and it is going to self-clean. When that's done, I will rinse out the soapy water and I'll leave it on my counter to dry and put it back away. That's how simple it is. That's how easy it is to make healthy alternative milk. If you want coconut milk, cashew milk, any kind of alternative milk, you can make it in your Deluxe cooking blender. Again, these come out September 1st. If you're interested in more information about it, let me know. Private message me, comment below. I am loving it. I've had mine for about 3 weeks, I think. Yeah, towards the end of July. And I have really, really enjoyed it and have used it several times a week already. I hope you guys have a great Friday afternoon. If you missed the beginning of this, go back. There is the middle section where it's blending that's pretty boring, so you can fast forward over that. Feel free to share this video with all your friends, and if you have questions, let me know. Have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you guys soon. Bye.